We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Curling Stadium Martensville International. Draw number 6. We're approaching the midway point in this bonspiel. My name's Jim Nix. I'm here with Terry Corbin, and we've got Tim Burton on production. Looking forward to what should be a good game this afternoon, I think. Terry?
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I really enjoy watching Korey and his team play. Certainly, I've played against a couple of them in the past. Good people, and Korey's really stepped it up and come onto the world curling stage. I mean, winning the U.S. Championships this year, overtaking kind of the John Schuster era, I would think. So he's the new face of curling in the United States. And what can you say about Koey? Koey, everybody seems to know Kevin Koey and his accomplishments.
Yeah, he's kind of done it all. It's been a bit of a struggle for him, I think, the last couple of seasons, and maybe partly he just hasn't had the team that he'd like to have exactly and making the shots they want. And I don't know that his game has been quite as good as it usually is either. It's certainly not when I've seen him, at the Briar and places like that. He's not making some of those shots that he always made. But anyway, he's here.
Yeah.
And he must want to play. So
that's right.
Yeah, and he's still a force. I mean, he's 1-1 in this spiel, so he lost his first game.
Yeah.
And then against Kaltoff, and then 1-1 by default over the Sampson rink, which just couldn't get here. The flights were canceled, and they didn't get here. But he needs to turn it up a little bit now. I think you got to go with 3-1 to feel comfortable about making the playoffs here in this format, Terry.
Yeah, 2-2. I mean, I don't know what the format is in terms of tiebreakers, but I mean, I'm guessing that 2-2 will get you maybe a sniff at a tiebreaker. But yeah, you're best off to be 3-1.
Yeah, I think 2-2. It's going to come down. First tiebreakers almost always the who beat who kind of thing. But with the pools the way these are, there's a good chance that anybody you're tied with at 2-2 was not even in your pool.
That's
so
right.
We're talking about this morning, and so we assume it's going to go probably to a draw to the buttons after that, which I don't think that they have room in the draw for actual tiebreakers, although they might be like the slams. They might have kept one spot maybe for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, we'll find out soon. So a little rollout here by Team Koey.
Yep.
Korey Dropkin. Up next, I don't know for sure who's got hammer here. This morning we had a little check mark or whatever on there to tell us, but not there right now, so we'll have to count. Anyway.
I'm going to guess Kevin has the hammer.
Yeah, okay. Just looks the way it's set up that you're probably right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I'm going by, just the way the rock is there. Yeah, I did the game. Kevin's loss to Dustin Kaltoff. certainly, yeah, you see some uncharacteristic misses out of him throwing lost rocks. But I mean, everybody has their day. I watched the highlights of the Canada. I think it was Scotland game, the World Ladies Curling Championships, and you know Rachel missed a couple of shots that she just doesn't miss normally, or you get so accustomed to her making them that when she does miss, it's a what?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. That was I might have been sleeping when that was on. I recorded one. I actually started to watch. Our game ended so late. I was able to watch the first
Oh,
one.
right, yeah,
With the Lithuania game or whatever, but
right.
the Chad she was her regular self in that one. Very first inch, she had a really tough shot for 2 and made it. That's not the only thing that they did really good in that end. But anyway, yeah. So then I didn't see anything else. Recorded the Scottish game, and I'll eventually get to it maybe. So, okay, going back up here for Dropkin. This will be Stapera.
Yeah, I don't know if Andrew's throwing second rocks or and in the house or.
Well, you know what? I think that Howell. I think it was. I think Howell's throwing third and in the house. I think both, but
Okay.
I might be wrong on the house part, but he's definitely throwing third.
Okay.
I think earlier this year we did a game, or I did a game at least with them. And I think Howell was throwing third, but I don't think he was in the house at that time. But that's memory. That's not that great most of the time. The Andy shot by Tyler Tardy. Tyler's been invited to, or got voted in or something, to play in the event in Nashville next month. Should be interesting. I don't know what it'll be like, but we'll get
Oh, he did he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I have no idea how they're doing that. That's because there's not teams as such that are voted in.
Yeah, it was all voted by the fans.
Yeah. Some of it was kind of interesting. So the way some of the guys kind of went after it. Dunstone's little commercials were pretty good on social media for wanting you to vote for him. And Tyler's he had all the trick shot stuff happening, so it was kind of fun. But anyway, so
I see.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I just gonna say, and I see Tyler got picked up to be the fifth for Team Jacobs.
Yeah, I heard that, and I know why that surprised me a little bit, but it did. I guess I just don't know enough about Tyler to know how he'd fit in that role, but probably be great.
Well, and again, I think you want somebody that can kind of play theoretically all positions.
Yeah,
Tyler can definitely play front end, back end, and he's a good sweeper.
Yeah, and it's it's great that some of the young guys get to experience something like that. So
yeah, and he's got international experience as
has he ever?
Yeah, as a world junior champion.
So BJ Neufeld picked up for this weekend, at least for Team Cooey. I understand. I believe Luchinsky is at a mixed doubles event, maybe the Canadian mixed doubles. I'm not quite sure what the schedule looks like for all that stuff, but I think that's happening in PEI maybe right now or soon. But anyway, wherever it is, I think he's playing mixed doubles. So a pretty good shot there for Neufeld. Pretty much right behind the guard. And
well, certainly BJ is not only well known to Canadian fans, but he did start the year with Kevin Cooey last year yeah. So he's played with Kevin in the past.
Yeah, because he was with Dunstone this year, and then was that the way it went, or did he go on to Dunstone's team?
No, he played with Carruthers. So, maybe maybe it was BJ that was playing. I got that mixed up.
Yeah, I think it was. I think he started with Dunstone, and then Dunstone made the switch when it got to whatever, and then nice shot there, shot rock even.
Very, very well thrown by Thomas Howell.
We're looking at whether or not he can come around on the in-turn. Little in-turn back 8 late. So it looks like maybe just a little bump and sit right on the yellow and see what you can do in the next one.
Yeah, certainly it was the games that I did yesterday. I mean, uh, in the early ends, the curl just wasn't there, but and as the end progressed, or as the game progressed, I'm sorry, um, certainly the curl did come there, and
Yeah, I thought today's game, what I did this morning too, was had a little more curl than what yesterday's games did as well,
yeah,
or at least a little more finish, if nothing else. So
yeah. I guess that would be better stated. The finish was pretty good there
Dropkin,
yesterday.
yeah, Dropkin thinking about throwing a guard here.
Hmm.
A little risky with the two reds sitting there, but he may not have a lot of options other than to do that. Neufeld threw two really good shots in this end. The second one was just as good, just kind of changed the angles and set that up so we could
Hmm.
run the red into it. Depending on where this one goes, you might run that one. See how it is in the house. So we've got that straight at least now. Good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and if you're Kevin, you really like the fact that the last one that BJ threw is welded onto the yellow,
Yeah.
and the angle is such that as long as you don't hit it on the center line side, it's going to miss the other stone in the house that belongs to Cooey.
Probably works actually.
That probably works better than you think.
Yeah.
Kevin has no shot really, but or no choice here, but to kind of run that off the
Yeah.
top.
Looking at whether or not he can somehow hit enough of the top red to run it straight back, but I'm not
I don't
seeing.
think so. Yeah,
No.
no, I don't think so. Yeah, we were talking earlier about how Tardy kind of, when he joined Team Cooey, started off at third, and now he's at second. But I've noticed, throughout not only the games here, but even at the Briar, he's in on a lot of discussions, a lot of discussions.
Yeah, probably more than you'd expect actually for.
And I think that's why it grabs my attention. Is you don't expect the second to be that involved
No,
unless you're.
not with a veteran skip of
That's
Cody's,
right. Yeah.
resume kind of thing.
I mean, you see Team Jacobs, and I think you saw it when Gallant was with Gushu. Like they kind of defer to him on a lot of issues, or they seek his input. But yeah, I'm just surprised that Tardy's that involved in conversations, given Kevin's experience. They look like they tried to. They decided to try and run that straight back. Did they not?
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, I don't believe that. Wow.
That is an amazing shot. Wow. I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, I could watch that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Well, you might get to see it once more, anyways.
Yeah. Here we go. Thanks, Tim. Oh yeah, would have. Yeah, I would like. Yeah, that the fact that and that's what they were talking about. Would that rock come right through?
Yeah. Now I think Dropkin can get them all here. I think he can drag the red one into the other one. If he hits it
Yeah,
just on almost on nose, maybe just a slightly on the high side, he'll
yeah,
get all
he's
three.
gonna have, yeah, you're gonna have to hit it high side.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a fantastic shot! And then to leave the potential of all three going here, it's
Yeah.
probably a little disheartening. But what a
Yeah.
shot that was!
Korey Dropkin with the laser beam here coming down. This guy's
And it
throwing that
look,
big weight so easily. It drives
yeah.
me crazy. Oh, he
Oh my
didn't
God!
drag over there at all.
Wow.
Didn't that
Yeah.
seem like that had to drag the other way? I thought.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't know what I missed in that. Something I missed, anyways. It never came close, actually.
No, no, I kind of thought that was automatic though.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're probably a little surprised as well. But Kevin Cooey now with a draw for two here in the first end. All as a result of his first shot where he made a run back double, leaving three of his own, and made it by wicking off the other one first, actually, I think.
Yeah,
But
that
anyway.
absolutely fantastic shots.
Derek Martin and Tyler Tardy on the brooms for Team Cooey. Nobody doing anything yet, but
Yeah, it's pretty close. I got a 14-5 split, so
that should probably do it then.
yeah.
Oh, good draw and a nice way to open up for Kevin Cooey and his team out of Alberta. And they will enjoy a 2-0 lead here after one end of play. The Curling Stadium, Martensville International, the Martensville Curling Club. We'll be back after the break.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
The people have spoken, the votes are in, and the players are ready to rock. At curling's first ever All-Star event, live from Nashville, April 15th and 16th, where 13 of the world's best men's and women's curlers face off for a star-studded celebrity pro-am, a unique skills competition, and an all-star skins game you won't want to miss. Got a ticket? We'll see you in Music City. Don't have one? Better hurry. They're going fast. The 2025 TCG All-Star Game, live from Nashville, April 15th and 16th. Let's rock.
Well, I'll talk about it at the next break. So here we are, back for end number two. Kevin Cooey with a 2-0 lead and then the hoodie up, so he's ready to go. Korey Dropkin looking to throw the corner guard here. Korey won't waste too much time going after some points. I don't think. He's a pretty confident guy, and he won't get a little nervous with a few rocks around, and he'll get right back in this in a hurry if he can.
Absolutely, and I mean, I think that's also a message to Kevin. Like, I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah.
That's a good corner guard. I mean, it's nice and tight and covers just a portion of the 8-foot. Kevin's electing to go right in.
Yeah, we were talking before we got started, but we certainly had probably a couple seasons now that just didn't go the way that he was hoping they were going to go when he initially kind of blew up his team and put a new team together. I think he probably would have been okay with the first half of the season or something struggles, but really, I mean, he got to you're in the Briar, so you can't really complain, but he just hasn't really done a lot. It doesn't feel like he's done a lot anyway, certainly by his standards.
Well, and you kind of you're surprised in the amount of teams that have kind of juggled their lineup, heading into next year, being the trials. I mean, every 4 years, teams kind of year one put together a team, and then you see some changes in year two, maybe. But it's been kind of wild the number of changes that have occurred.
Yeah.
In year three.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't expect that at all. And if you do, you expect it from maybe the odd team that's pretty much out of things and just says, well, let's see if we can get something rolling for the next quadrennial or whatever. But there were so many changes at the top end. You don't see that many changes that often in the whole off season.
Yeah.
So a pretty good shot there. Ends up in not a bad spot for Dropkin. Certainly removable for Team Korey, but if he removes it, he probably leaves the opportunity to go around the corner there. All the picks. We're looking to pick it. There's only about, according to Kevin's little distance meter there, he looks like about 2 inches between these two rocks.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it on the overhead there. Yeah. Well, big 2 inches. Let's call it.
I was going to say.
Yeah. There's a joke somewhere in there, but we won't go there.
Yeah, exactly.
And he makes it perfectly. Great shot, Tyler Tardy. He'd move that one a little bit further. Korey probably would have just left it alone and drawn, but it just... Not sure he's going to go there. No, he's going to go the other corner now.
Yeah. No, I mean, just asking Andrew to kind of, place another corner guard up to be used later in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, he's throwing the double guard, maybe. Oh no. That's right. Yeah.
Not seeing a lot of. I haven't been seeing. I'm not around the competitive play all the time. But I'm not seeing a lot of double guard calls. That it compared to splitting the house. I just haven't seen a lot of them.
Yeah, I've not been a huge fan of the double guard. I like to get both of them up, but it's certainly a way to protect especially if it's a very tight corner.
Yeah. I sort of see it almost more of, if you make a bit of a mistake on the first one, then we'll double it up.
Mm-hmm. Look at card. Oh, wow. Right. Close.
Good attempt.
I know Cooey didn't have the greatest Briar that he had, or didn't have the Briar that he hoped for, but I thought Tardy played really well in the Briar.
Yeah.
Basically asking Andrew to replace that guard, that corner guard that was thrown with his first one, and successfully removed by Tardy.
It's going to be a little on the high side, but it's enough curl here that the corner guards do have to be fairly tight to be useful. All the guards have to be fairly tight to be useful.
Yeah.
Can't be much longer or any longer than what that one is, really. We going after the left hand, the tighter corner guard. Look to probably roll this on the ring somewhere. BJ Newfield. Somehow he gets the broom out of the way every time.
I would say he gets his nose out of the way every time.
Yeah.
My God, he's right behind and over that rock.
Yeah. It'd be a difficult
Good
injury
shot.
to explain to somebody when
Yeah.
you're like, well, I didn't really do anything. I just throwing curling stones, and I now have a really sore nose. That would be different.
Be interesting now to see if Korey takes a run at the double, or he plays the roll.
I think he's going to play the role. I think, Terry. I think it's yeah. I think the doubles it's not real easy. I think it's a little bit steep, and I think he can get, if he can nail the weight here, I think he can actually get a little tiny bit of an inside roll here from what I've seen so far today. Might not even have been this sheet, but whatever. I'm going to call him. I don't think it is a sheet because the Ice King's not in the right place.
That's right. Looks like kind of a boardish weight.
Pretty close.
Yeah, wow.
That's it. Yeah, heck of a shot. I don't know if he got it all the way, but he darn good.
Yeah, that was a board weight shot. Now, I mean, I heard, and I'm assuming it's from the ice or the sheet. I heard hack.
Yeah, I think I heard the same.
Got that a little wide. Really gonna have to curl this.
Rick Martin trying to work that over. Going to get to it, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. Will he get it out?
Yeah, just enough. Yeah.
Kevin put the power to it there, and 3 little strokes of the broom got it out. Well done. Yeah, that was close.
Yeah. And I mean, it's nice to see that Korey is not abandoning the strategy and trying to blank. He's still going after his deuce.
Yeah, exactly.
By playing the in-turn draw.
It's going to have to come by really tight to get this to where Kevin can't hit it.
Yeah, again, I think I heard Thomas say, I like it. This is really good. So he's replaced the stone, but this time it's even better. Kevin's elected to play the guard. I mean, the options are pretty limited. You've got to play the in-turn draw that Thomas just played, or the run double, or the guard. And I kind of like the guard here. You're up 2-0. You could ever stretch this to 3-0.
Yeah, I think it's. I think you're right. I think it's curled enough that trying to get it now would be very difficult. And again, another shot that Korey's thrown thousands of over his career. This is pretty long, this one, but still, he's thrown an awful lot of them. So, expect it to be very, very close.
He's playing the guard.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, okay, I thought he was running the corner. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what I was thinking there.
If he's playing the run back, it's a pretty light run back, eh?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. Yeah, hence the possible 3-0 score that you mentioned. Now I got you.
Yeah, you want this, anywhere from a 1 to a 2, as long and be covered. I think that's open for a tap and roll.
Yeah, definitely not good enough to stop him from playing this. So a very delicate shot for Korey Dropkin here. Somewhere around probably, what do you think, Terry? Hack weight, maybe? Something like that?
Yeah.
The most?
You wanna make sure you push it far enough that not only do you score the yellow one that's currently in the rings, but that your shooter also remains second shot.
Yeah. So he needs a minimum probably back line, and maybe a touch more than that would do the trick.
Yeah, I think I think hack weight is probably the call, but again, we haven't seen a whole lot of rocks travel this pass, so definitely can't think it would be more than hack weight.
No, I wouldn't think so. No.
And if you sweep these early, they just hang. So, but this is really close.
Yeah, I was going to say this looks like it's going to be real close. Yeah, it's going to be a dandy, I think.
Yep.
Get enough to get it out. Gotta go.
Oh.
Not quite. That shot rocked, but I find this funny. Like I was thinking yesterday, and I thought I said this a couple times, that I feel like the houses or rocks, whichever way you want to call it, are a little bit dead. But at the same time, every now and then I see, like, if you remember the one that Cooey just didn't really do much to it on the side here, but sometimes they seem like they do bounce pretty good. Like that one there, that looked like that would have been enough to get that to at least to the 12 foot. I would have thought. I can make this picture bigger, I guess. Probably makes sense. There, that's a lot easier to see now. I was trying to see it when I was like eighth of an inch high. The numbers.
Cortez up 9-3 over Lee. Kalthoff is down up 7-2 over whoever is playing for Laycock.
Yeah, probably Sean's probably skipping that. Sean Meacham's probably skipping that game.
Mm-hmm.
They played quite a bit. We saw them a few times that they didn't have everybody.
Carling says we are back, and I still have.
Yeah, that I'm just so impressed that Cortez still played. Like he's a senior, twice over.
Yeah, he's 100. That'd be.
He's as old as Dirk.
He's old as Dirk.
Okay, we're back, guys.
Any catch that? What did Tim say there?
We're back.
We are back.
So we're live?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome back, everyone. We've missed a little bit. We just couldn't. There's some things we can't overcome here at Curling Stadium, and one of them is when the internet connection goes down at the club. So we didn't have a lot of access to anything. We were probably not any further ahead than most of you. We even called the club to find out the score one time. But we are back for the seventh end in what looks like a real barn burner of a game, Terry.
Yeah, 4-4 playing 7. Each team theoretically has a hammer here, and certainly Kevin's made it known that he's trying to score 2. And by the way, to all our curling listeners, Jimmy was the one that phoned the club. He couldn't wait to find out the score.
I was just looking after other people there. To get it on. We had a lot of questions on the chat. A lot of people hung in there through that whole delay, and I wanted to keep them up as best we could. So that's what we did.
Yeah, so we got and we got Andrew Stapira throwing right now, trying to come in and around that corner guard by the looks of it.
Yeah, the corner guard on the center line there is a little short, but Cooey will play the double peel here. Cooey with hammer here in the 7th, as we've said. So this should be Tyler Tardy throwing this.
Yeah.
And
They're going hard there.
It's a good shot by Tyler. Terry, you mentioned it. I think it was you that mentioned that Tyler. You thought we were impressed with how Tyler played in the Brier. I didn't see a lot of his games, but yeah, it's good to know. It seems like when somebody's playing well, even if the team's struggling a little bit, they sure were definitely struggling. So Stapera. It's always interesting to see how teams approach this. How hard do you go here? I mean, it is a bit of a quandary for everybody. Been looking for an almost center guard. That's pretty good. We could play the double and get rid of the guard and everything all at once here.
Well, I think you have to, given where we're at. I mean, you certainly don't want to be forced to one, but
yeah, nothing really spread out much. So the opportunity to get two might not really be there. So he's reconsidering a little bit. We'll know in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, running it and trying to make the double, obviously, probably the higher risk, play. But I kind of like, having a go at it, the double. Yeah. But I mean, Kevin looks like he might prefer to just slice it across the top there. The angle that we're looking at it straight on, I mean, there's a little bit more separation than you think.
Yeah. So Tyler Tardy being left-handed, this will be his intern. Looking to make the double on the yellows. And he's really close, and he will not quite get it, but the most important thing there was that the guard went away, and that is the case.
Well, and I think the blank, this makes the blank a little bit more in play than.
Yeah. So with 4 rocks apiece to come, Dropkin will still go pretty hard to try to force or steal. Steal doesn't look real optimistic of happening here, but certainly still a possibility to force. I'll leave these guards fairly high.
Yeah. Well, I think if you get to see an overhead, I mean, that red rock of Cooey's maybe like a little higher. There you go. Yeah. So if Cooey hits half a rock, I mean, everything's spilling. So I think you'll see Kevin continue to get rid of that guard.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the question here, I guess, is how hard do you go to get the one in behind, or do you just play the straight peel?
I think you play the straight peel, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be leaning towards the straight peel too, I think. And he will make that with no trouble.
I think if you're Kevin, you're trying to force Korey into, blinking first here.
Yeah. That might happen on Korey's first one, actually, because I think it's...
I think it will, yeah.
Yeah. He's going to, if he continues this, if he goes in there, I don't know what he does when he gets to the last shot, but probably tries to hit and roll across and set up the force. But he still has a decent chance of forcing here if he can make this one good, make Kevin play another shot on this. Could play the hit and roll off of the red and roll all the way over to the side, right-hand side on the overhead. So that would be a decent shot. The problem with all of that is with Kevin Cooey throwing, if you throw any kind of a cross-house kind of double, there's a good chance that he can make it. So thinking a little bit here, I think he has to still peel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he's still, this time looks like he's going to go after the run back.
Yeah, because you're looking at anything high and to make the straight peel and
Yeah. I think ideally that guard would have been better 4 or 5 feet shorter than it is.
shorter.
Make it a little tough. BJ flirting with the hog line a little bit there, but let you go. And he ends up with the straight peel anyway after all that.
Yeah.
So now what do you do? What are you thinking, Terry?
Well, I think Corey's got to make a play on that red one now, because if you're leaving it to your last one, um, you got one chance to make it good, and you actually, in my opinion, you need to roll. So I like the shot that DePero just kind of pointed out, just hitting it just a tad bit high and um, pushing the yellow one over and almost staying there.
So just so I'm straight here, so you're thinking of hitting
hit the red one just a sliver high, so that the red one just slivers that yellow rock over to the other side of the center line.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And your shooter is going to stay, pretty close to where it is.
So you're thinking out turn then.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I in my mind, I'm thinking of the other way where you might throw the intern at this, hit half a rock and roll the shooter over in the other direction. I don't know which is easier, but
I think that shot's probably easier.
Yeah, maybe a draw.
They've decided to throw the guard. Which that's not, you can't say that's a wrong shot to play. I just think if you're down to your last rock, then do you play the guard and take your chances, or because I think that opens up I'm going to say a relatively easy shot for Cooey to blank, and if you don't, you're going to remove the red one. You got to make a really good shot. Otherwise, you set up a really simple double for Kevin, which results in another blank.
And do you think that he's playing the guard here, or is he coming right in?
He's playing the guard.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
I thought he might have been playing sort of a corner freeze on the red. Seemed a bit risky, but well,
mission accomplished.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's so good that for Kevin to play the tap on the yellow, being able to move that all the way, to the back 12 and sit 1-2 is probably too difficult. This is where I think if you peel that yellow, what does Korey do? Is Korey going to play that guard again?
I don't believe he would, because it would be too easy
to double to
blank,
clear that with just hitting the Cooey stone half a rock. It probably spills everything rather easily, but
yeah.
I think you have to play this. Ideally, you hit it like, well, I don't know what are you going to call this, 7/8 high, and you pick the yellow, and the shooter just rolls over and guards the red. I guess you'd have to play it a little quieter, which that's not in the MO for Cooey, I don't think.
No.
But I think this sets up well for Cooey to, blank either way.
He's going to make the peel.
Yeah.
What happens if you freeze right in the almost in the crotch of that, Terry?
Well, I mean, if it's a freeze, I mean, it's great. I don't think you can, get the yellow out that's currently shot rock and stay for 2. But now he's going to play.
Anyway,
yeah, now he's going to play this shot that we were talking about, where he tries to roll.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected him to play that one I was talking about, but I just wonder whether or not you personally would ever be able to get away with it. But just too much can go wrong. I think you could easily give up 2.
Very easily. I mean, you bump the red one, too far.
So Korey Dropkin with his final stone here in the 7th end. A 4-4 tie.
Yeah, this is the shot I thought he would have played on his first one. Because you really can't afford to nose this.
You got to get a little further away than that.
Yeah, that's not bad though. I mean, to make the double, you're going to take a huge risk. But I mean, again, at the same time, statistically speaking, it shows that, one up coming home without the hammer is not an advantage, but it's not I mean, to me, it's not a huge disadvantage either.
Exactly, yeah. Not the disadvantage you think it would be by the way we've talked in the past about being 1 up or 1 down with or without. Yeah.
But you could, I think you could probably hit half a rock here, hit the back side of the other one, and blank. But
and worst case scenario, you end up giving up 1, which, like we said, is 6 and 1/2 and does the other almost, as far as whether or not what your end result will be.
Yeah.
According to the analytics and all that stuff. But Kevin Curry here, last rock in the 7th end, looking to blank, but we recognize that the rocks are set up pretty good in preventing the blank, but definitely a possibility for somebody that can throw it as hard as Kevin can throw it.
Yeah. And I mean, for me, it also comes down to a personal choice. I mean, I just know myself. I'd rather be 1 down with than 1 up without.
Yeah.
That's my personal.
Yeah.
This is close.
That one.
Oh.
Yeah. Will he get it? No. Heck of an effort, though. He just had to hit just a hair or more.
Yeah.
So Korey Dropkin will steal one here in the 7th end and take a 5-4 lead into the 8th here in Martensville.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part
of what was nobody did. So we're going to the eighth end here in Martensville with Kevin Koey trailing Korey Dropkin by a 5-4 score. Koey with hammer as he looks to really keep a playoff possibility alive. Pretty much needs to win to do that. Could lose and come back and get it, but you want to be nice to be 2-1 and looking to play to get 3-1 rather than being 1-2. Korey Dropkin, on the other hand, is already 2-0. Would like to keep that streak alive and guarantee himself a place in the playoffs with a win here this afternoon. So that's kind of what's on the line. As we get closer to the playoffs, everybody has, some people might not, but these guys have one game each left remaining, and at the end of the day, they will decide on the top 8 out of 16, and we'll move to the playoffs tomorrow.
Yeah, both Korey and Kevin are sporting the new skip look with hoodies and the hoodie pulled up over their head.
Yeah.
It must be a little chilly there.
Yeah, I have done that once or twice. I don't do it often, but if I don't have a toque, which I don't wear a toque very often either, but if I don't have a toque and it is really cold in the rink, then I sometimes wear a hoodie underneath my jacket, so I will pull the hood up, keep the top of the head warm, which seems to warm the rest of the body a little bit better than nothing. So,
yeah.
So Carrot Martin now looking to come around this guard, sit right on top of the yellow. Post sweepers with brooms down, but nobody really doing too much. Just need to stop.
You don't want to bounce.
And you don't want to go behind.
And we have a bounce.
Yeah. So it's hard to defend a one up without, though. I will say that you pretty much resign yourself to the fact that you are going to go at this like you have to steal at all costs kind of thing for the most part. At least for 4 or 5 shots until you see whether or not you can maybe just get a force.
Yeah, I think, you see teams that actually talk about this, at the start of the season and potentially reevaluate it during the season. I mean, there's no question about what they're going to do. I also found that, doing a lot of coaching, it's been, what do we do? Why are we talking about this? Like, we know what we're doing, We've decided what we're doing.
Exactly, yeah.
If we're one down with the hammer, we're trying to score 2, obviously, and we've decided whether we're going to throw the 2 corner guards, the double guards. If we're one up coming home without, we know we're kind of going balls to the walls, or that's the plan. And then as the end progresses and evolves, if you need to change your strategy because the situation presents itself, then fine. But I mean, to me, those kind of the first 4 rocks, I mean, you really need to know what you're doing. What is the kind of objective, the plan, going forward?
Yeah. It's Tyler Terry now looking to, once again, kind of freeze into that pocket. Maybe a little tap this time on the top yellow. It's curling pretty hard.
Yeah, but you wanted it to. It's a pretty good shot, I think. Yeah, I think you got. You're kind of into this. I think, playing that hit on the red as he first initially indicated. Then I'm talking about the top red in the 8 foot. I don't think that's a I don't think it has a good positive outcome for Korey's team.
It's going to have a little meaning about it.
Yeah. I guess the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to tap the yellow and hit it too high where you kick that other one out from under the guard.
Yeah. So what are you thinking here, Terry? If you were throwing it, what are you going to do?
Yeah, my first instinct was to, tap the yellow onto the red and make it real good. It may be too early for that.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, it's but I mean, you've got to do something with it. If you weren't going to do that, I guess you could rip this corner here and see if you get rid of that. So that's not a problem. But right now, I think it's almost a bit of a problem for both teams. But
right now that corner's taking away any in-turn draw. So
yeah.
I mean, you almost, because you're still on seconds rocks. This is the last for Andrew, but you might even consider throwing the guard here.
Yeah, I think you could consider that too. I like the little freeze, straight on freeze, maybe even a foot tap on the yellow better. I like that better, I think.
Yeah, this is starting to curl pretty good. This is on the red.
Yeah, it's just not quite enough weight.
Yeah.
Might get to almost the same spot though. No, not quite.
But now you hammer that top yellow that was just thrown. I mean, how many of the yellows stick around?
Yeah,
the yellow goes to the red to the yellow, so that yellow that's on the center line, that goes. The rock you're going to make contact with spills and maybe takes that other yellow one that's closest to the 4-foot and spins that out.
Get them all except for the red one touching the button.
Yeah, you
might even touch that.
You almost wonder.
Well, there's nowhere to draw, so you're going to have to hit something.
Yeah. Again, Kevin's probably somewhat worried that, by blowing it up, he helps Korey.
Yeah, that would be the worry a little bit for sure.
But I mean, I do think that somebody's got to blink, and I think it's probably Kevin's turn to blink, and I mean, because he does have the corner guard, he'll definitely have. Well, this is interesting. Looks like they're going to run that yellow back. That's the guard.
I didn't see that. I guess they must have talked about that, but I didn't think that was part of the conversation. But we don't hear it, so I guess that's the other part of it. Oh.
Yeah, see it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that helps Korey.
Do you think they made that shot a little harder than they needed to on that run back of the yellow? Could they not have and do what we were talking about, be a little easier? But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Still got quite a few rocks to come. We're only halfway through this end.
Yeah, so I mean, again, if Korey doesn't throw, what does Cooey do? You know, like his options are hit the yellow one on the right hand side as we look at it. He could now at least come through that hole on the left hand side.
Yeah. So Dropkin looks like he's going to try to pick the red out, make them
Yeah,
both.
yeah. I think this Kevin's choice there kind of helped Korey a bit here. This is real close. Yeah.
It's a good shot, but it's only number 2.
Well, yeah, but now you think almost that Kevin can hit shot rock and potentially roll. Under
Where
cover.
though? Under the yellow?
No. I mean,
under the red.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he does that, don't you? If you're Dropkin, or you're not playing something on your yellow that's right just about on top of the red.
Yep.
Just playing some kind of a real light chip and roll shot, or.
I think sometimes you just, I mean, when we're coaching, we do this quite frequently. If we don't throw, what does he do? Or conversely, what do you think they want us to play?
Yeah.
But this is the shot I do like.
BJ Neufeld, Tyler Tardy on the brush rather, doing the big push move. It's going pretty hard right here. Going to be almost on the nose.
Yeah, it didn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't seem to go real hard to get that outside roll, which not as hard as I would have thought anyway.
Yeah, now Korey plays the shot that you had mentioned.
Yeah.
Because you know that you with kind of back 8 weight, you move it in behind the yellow, and your shooter stays right there. I'd almost be inclined to leave that and play the hit on the red and try and roll in under the yellows.
Oh yeah, I definitely think that's the shot now for sure. The other shot, I was thinking more if he did make that roll behind the corner and it was was out there for number 3 or 4 or something, then that might have made some sense. But
and it would have.
Yeah. Thomas Howell. Third stone for Korey Dropkin with an out-turn hit here, hitting a roll. The roll is big here.
It's going to start to curl hard now.
Should get a roll, though.
Yeah, he's got a roll. How far? Not quite far enough.
That's what I was talking about earlier. I find sometimes the rocks, it might be just got to be just me, I think, but sometimes they seem like they make some contact and they really slide good in the house, and other times like there I thought half a stone almost. I thought that would have been a better roll than that. I was thinking that would have been well behind the guards.
Yeah, anytime you're getting into the slide path, the rocks don't move.
Yeah, true enough.
The greatest, but this is kind of a rinse and repeat for BJ.
Yep.
This may have a little bit more weight on it.
Yeah,
I think Carrick's got to go, I think. There we go. Yeah. This is going to roll too far. Well, he stays third shot. Now this forces Korey's the shot that we had been kind of talking about a little bit there in the previous shot that Thomas Howell through. Just trying to throw back 8-foot weight and
Yeah,
get
you don't
that.
want to throw this one real hard.
Yeah. I mean, I see what they're looking at, throwing normal on the nose and staying there and have the contact rock hit the red and scoot all the way over. But I don't think you need to play that.
No. No, I don't think that's.
But that's what that looks like what they're playing, Jim.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, again, nothing wrong with the shot selection. The degree of difficulty is much higher than I think than if you just play back 8 weight and try and tap that yellow right on the nose. But because I mean, I think the worst thing that could happen is one, you hit it a little high and you lose your shooter and you lose the rock that you're hitting. Looks like he's thrown,
But you could also, you make the contact here and you only get it halfway, so it stays wide open on that side. Then pretty easy shot for Korey to sit too.
Yeah, it looks like he threw kind of boardish weight.
Yeah, it could be really good by the time it's done.
Yeah,
that's the problem with that shot, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so now, I mean, I think he can hit this and actually lie to. I mean, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Just a bit of a surprise to me. I think if he throws that a little bit lighter, he doesn't get quite as much of a roll. He's in great shape. I didn't really understand that weight choice on that one.
Yeah, Kevin's got to decide. I mean, I don't think you want to roll over anywhere near that red rock, because not only would you potentially leave a double, but I mean, you might even leave a pocket where Korey, if it's rolls too far, I mean, Korey's got a pocket to draw down to and eliminate everything. And if you don't roll, certainly you would think that Korey would have an opportunity to roll under.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess
if he hits this and rolls, looks like that's not what he's playing. But if he were to hit this and roll behind the corner again, maybe he's even sitting too. I don't know. Whatever he's sitting, then what would you see Dropkin playing?
Well, I mean, again, I think it ends up, leaving a pocket if he rolls underneath the corner. But I mean, the good news for Dropkin, he's got the tap on the yellow.
Yeah, that's what I'm
on the right hand side, and he just threw it. So I mean, weight and ice should be available to him in terms of what ice to actually take.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, because if Kevin even just gets to the nose to this, I mean, Korey's got to decide whether he wants to try and move it and sit shot, or he just wants to block everything off by kind of freezing to it.
Yeah. Where does he want to go with this? Where's Korey trying to go in there? Do you think he's trying to flop underneath?
Well, I mean, I would like to think that it would curl that much, but I don't think it will.
Yeah.
So yeah, this thing has to curl a ton. Here it goes.
And it goes.
Whoa,
Did I hit the top one? No.
Oh, and he did. He got a little roll too.
You got to, yeah. It's a good shot, but Dropkin could go after it, but you have to be awfully careful. But he could sit on it.
Yeah, I think he pretty much is at the mercy of the ice here. If he doesn't think he can, because you can't bounce off this thing. If he comes just to the face of it, and he's not shot. I mean, I don't know, how does Kevin get a second one?
Yeah.
he certainly has the option of hitting the one that we talked about that's fully in the 8 foot at the top, what's that, top right as we look at it into the house. I mean, that would not be my first shot. I mean, I think my first shot would be to follow it in, but
Yeah, that's mine too.
but like I say, the problem with playing this shot is you just got to decide, am I bumping it? And if you're bumping it, you risk rolling off on the high side. And if you want to just play straight down to it, then that's a whole other shot, So it's making up your mind right now as you leave the house with Thomas knowing exactly, what they're doing. Are they trying to move it and sit one, or are they actually, just trying to give Kevin his one and say you find a way to get two, because I don't know, I don't see it.
Well, it's a really, it's tough. I would be approaching this as just a T line draw.
Yes.
And no more, unless if for some reason we could move it to, half a rock at the end, very end, I might say, guys, if you can move it a half rock at the end without messing anything up, fill your boots. But first thing is, I'd rather be anywhere short. Anywhere short really is a very difficult too for Koey, I think.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
I mean,
we threw a little bit, but I think heavier than I thought he was throwing it. At least it looks like that to me. We'll see.
Well, it'll curl here.
Yeah.
It's just like it literally is a question of, again, are you going to move it? Are you going to spill off? And I think we just got the answer to that.
Yeah.
But he is sitting two, which, I mean,
a two, but there's definitely a double there.
Yeah, he's got to make the double, and it's not an easy double because you're going to have to kind of skinny those the guard that's kind of on the just off the center line there, and it's got to be. I mean, I think if you can make sure you get by that, with if you're throwing any kind of weight.
Yeah, I think if you're Kevin Koey and you can throw weight straight the way he throws it, I think you can go at this with. You are right. The red one's a little bit of a concern, but you can go at this with fairly solid weight because you really are just trying to get, almost just trying to get to the. I know you got to get a little tiny bit past the nose, but to be safe. But a nose probably with solid weight probably makes it, to be honest.
Yeah, and I mean they obviously didn't. Or it doesn't appear that they've talked about. I mean, you can throw literally, I guess solid hack, because you only have to move that back rock, literally 2 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, you could make the shot a lot of ways. A lot of people would play this with, like you say, a hack to board weight shot.
Yep.
So you could control it and really worry just about the line. Or you can do what Kevin's kind of doing here, where he's taking a little bit of the line out of it with a heavier weight. We're making that assumption because he hasn't got any ice, so which kind of has some merit as well. But you throw it anywhere high side at all, and you're not going to get two. You might not even score.
That's right, and I think by playing the quieter weight, you probably increase the odds drastically of getting one.
Yeah. He's not throwing it real hard.
Wow, he's not.
He's close.
He's very close. He's made it.
Gotta want to go straight, I think. That's a great shot.
Great shot. Yep.
That ran a little straighter than I thought it would, Terry.
Yeah, we had the he must have heard us about the weight, but certainly he has way more knowledge about how much ice to take. It did look like he was going to throw it with like control, but yeah, great shot and hell of a game. we only got to see 4 ends of it, but
Yeah, we saw the first end or two, and then we saw the last end or two, and nothing in between. But yeah, a good win for Korey too. He needs to win some games like this at the end of the year just to feel a little bit better moving into next season, probably. But nice 3 there to win this one over Korey Dropkin by a score of 7-5. Dropkin drops a 2-1, but both teams very much alive in the playoff picture. Not sure who they're playing in the next game, but I'm sure that they both are playing some pretty solid teams. So that concludes it for me. So for myself, Jim Nix, and for Terry Corbin, and for Tim Burton, for hanging in there for 2 hours of not being able to do anything. Appreciate that. And we will look forward to seeing you back here in Martensville probably in about an hour for somebody. And we'll be back later tonight.
yes, we will. Take care.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed? More innovation?
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.